All right, good morning. So we just had our free play. For free play today, the dogs got up in the morning. We put them outside. They probably were outside for 10, 15, 20 minutes maybe until they sat at the door and looked cold and wanted to come back in. So they all got out. They got some wiggles out this morning, and then I went outside. I leashed them up outside, and I'm bringing them through the house so we can go out onto our walk. Okay? Anytime we come to a door or a hallway or something like that, where it's kind of only a one person at a time thing, excuse me, we want the dogs to treat us as if we were going on a nice date, right? So they're going to be the gentlemen. Okay, they're going to allow us to go first. Okay, so as the door gets opened, okay, they're going to wait patiently here on their bed. Wait patiently here as I sit, so I can move, I can go back and forth. Okay, because I have not physically invited them, I haven't physically tugged them along to tell them it's their turn to follow along. Okay, I can open this door. Okay, she saw Cleveland stood up there, so I just gave a little lift of that leash. Okay, it's a little tricky with two, but okay, so look, I can open that door up. The door doesn't mean anything. The door doesn't mean we're going out. The door doesn't mean we're going in and out. The door doesn't mean what we're doing. The door does not mean that we're doing anything like that. Okay? Specifically, the door is just a door. We're just opening and closing that door, and we're not worried about it at all. Okay? So, opening and closing this door, which is great. Okay? They're not going in or out or anything. Okay? I can open the door, and I can move in and out. Okay? I can move back and forth. Okay? Here we go. Okay? And until I give them a physical cue of, here we go, through the door. Okay? I did not give Montana that cue yet. Okay, so I'm going to lift there, and then as soon as Cleveland goes out the door as well, I'm giving that same lift pressure. Okay, so just that gentle lift here. Cleveland got it all tangled up under his chin. Hold on. There, and I'm going to hold that lift pressure until he puts his bum back down. Okay, so then we're being patient inside and we're being patient outside. So here's Montana's turn, going through the gate. Give that lift. Okay, I want them to be patient inside and outside. Now sometimes we might just come right back in. Okay, Montana's coming in. Pitch it inside. Cleveland. There we go. Bring Cleveland in. Okay, and he's going to sit. Okay, we're just going to practice coming in and out calmly on both sides of the gate. Or the doorway. There we go. Okay, so now I can get all the way out. You're going to follow me out here, Vance. Cleveland's going to come out. We're going to have them both sit. Okay, Montana was awkwardly on the stairs, so I'm just going to reposition her to here at my side, and then we're going to be ready to go for our walk. Okay, again, short leashes, dog's heads here at our side, okay, and we are ready to go for our walk here. Alright, so we got here to the road, right? So I'm not going to walk, I'm going to wait. Anytime I stop, I want the dogs to go into that sitting position. Montana got up. I'm not ready to go yet, so I'm just going to remind her just to stay seated. Okay, and now there's no car, so I'm going to move. And off we go. Montana, Cleveland. Remember, anytime they put tension on that leash, I'm going to give that little flick. Flick there. Flick there for Cleveland. And I'm using those 5 tools that we talked about. So we stopped here for a second. Hey Vance, will you try to stay at the side of me this time? Over here at the side.
Oh, at the side, yeah.
We're walking this way. And I'm going to turn right up here, so you'll have to speed up a little bit. There we go. We got another vlog. We're just crossing back and forth. Let's see both the dogs. So it's pretty much at that nice heel position. There we go. Yesterday we kept this pretty simple, okay? We tried to limit distractions, okay, things like that. Now as the days goes on, these two are doing pretty well on the leash. We're going to start to add in some of these distractions. We're going to start to add in some different energy levels as we go. And we're going to just start to change things up a little bit as we move through here, okay? So we're moving along here, doing pretty good. They're staying right here at my heel position. As you can see, my hands, again, that positioning for me, my hands are here at my back pockets. Okay. So we got a barking dog here. Okay. Using that same click, that same lift. Okay. I'm using a verbal sound as kind of a correction here. There's a car coming down. Okay. There, so I just want her to focus in on me. So I'm going to go do some of those movements, specifically more so for Montana here, as we go along. Okay, we'll do some of those zigzags. Okay, I'm just trying to catch Montana and Cleveland's attention, so they're more focused on me than on the barking dog that's next to us here. Focus on me a little bit more than the dog that's over here barking at us. And Cleveland is also doing really well being close to me as we move through here. There we go. So Montana to get on that loose leash. Okay, so I'm changing it up so that she has to pay attention to me. She can no longer focus on what the dog's doing over there. And now that we found a good spot, they're both being good, we're going to start walking away from this dog. Come on. And that's what we want to see. We want to see them recognize their surroundings, but be comfortable and know that they are safe here at our side in this position. She's a little bit more forward. Okay, so I'm going to do a little roll back with her. This is right here between the two dogs. So I don't recommend walking with both of them. It makes it a lot harder to do those corrections. But for today, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? So I did a roll back there with Montana. I let Cleveland just kind of stand on that loose leash. Again, I should be able to stop and sit and just rest at any point along the way. Whether I was talking to a neighbor, whether I was getting the mail, whatever the case might be, I should be able just to stop and hang out as long as I might want to. Montana stood up there, so I'm just going to give that lift. Put your bum back down. Come away a little bit more. don't want to go. If she's been getting up and down, I want to go after she's been sitting calm, cool, and collected. And she might be thinking, well, the grass is cold, it's a little bit of snow on there. Okay, but I have to wait until she's being respectful like Cleveland is so that we can go. All right, so now I'm going to go. Alright, so again, when we go on these walks in these different stages, there is no time frame. We're not looking to go for a 30-minute walk. It doesn't have to be some intense long thing. It can be a short walk. Okay, today was a shorter walk. It's cold outside. These guys are cold. They haven't had their breakfast, things like that. So again, we're here at the door. We have our nice doorstep approach. Montana stood up, so I gave that gentle lift. I can open the door here. I can move. Okay, I can move. I can move. Cleveland says, I want to be done, let me in. So I'm going to let Cleveland in. Montana's not ready. Cleveland, I'm giving that lift to. So he can be calm, cool, and collected inside. Montana just to wait patiently. Okay, I was greeting a neighbor at a neighbor's house. I came to a neighbor's house and they opened the door. I don't want the dogs to bolt right in, right? I want them to be patient and wait. Now I'm going to invite them in. Come on in, Ben. Okay, now that we got inside, we're going to go to the beds. So, go ahead, you follow me. So here we go. Into their room, onto their bed, gentle lift. Give a little bit of love and attention. Because I stopped, I'm going to have Montana sit on the other side. Pull that off his nose. Give him a little rub down. Okay, and then I'm going to move over. Montana onto her bed, gentle lift, loosen this up, take it off her nose.
You're still didn't put your socks on. No, your socks. Go get them.
Okay, a little rub down. She stood up, so I'm gonna hands off. Did you
Go get your socks.
see that? She stood up, took my hands off, and squared my body up in front of her face, and as soon as she sits down, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna walk away. Okay? So we're just gonna be watching her. Montana over here, Cleveland who's over there, okay? And that's how we would start our day off right there. So we got the dogs, they had some playtime, we went for our walk, okay? We did some good things on the walk, we practiced that impulse control there, and now you can see the baby trying to tease the dogs, okay? We want him to be able to get close to the dogs, but the dogs get nervous or they're not as happy on the bed if he climbs up there with them and torments them. So we're not allowing him to torment them, just because we want them to know that this is their happy, safe place again. So we're back here. We're at the home. We're just going to do some regular life home chaos. Okay, we got the family eating breakfast here at the table. Okay, so we got food being carried around. We got things happening. We have life going on. And these guys are on their beds. The next thing we're going to do... Can you video for a second? Or do you want to feed them? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to feed them. Okay, we're going to feed them on their beds. All right, so we're just going to put their food right there on their bed. Okay, at this point, if they're eating or drinking when we put water next to the bed, they can stand up if they need to eat or drink. Okay, some dogs don't like to lay down and eat or drink, and that's fine. Okay, you can see Cleveland's doing just fine laying down and eating his breakfast. Okay, we got Montana over here. Okay, he's a little bit more excited for that breakfast. So you can see he's standing up to eat. That is okay. So it's okay if he's standing up and actively eating. When he's not actively eating, we want him to go back into that sitting or laying position. So standing up like this is just fine to actively eat. That's okay. Once he's done, we need him to sit back down into that laying. If he doesn't, we will go correct him. You can see Cleveland over here says, I'm totally happy laying down and eating my breakfast. That is awesome. Okay, we'll also get some waters out and we'll put waters next to these guys' beds.
Good job, you're doing it.
And they will have water with their food as well as soon as I can get it. So we're just gonna let these guys go. We're gonna do our regular routine here for the morning, and that's how we got our day started. So remember, free play, walk on the leash, time on the bed, and then we'll put them back into their room for reflection later on as the day goes. As the day goes on, we're gonna do some more action. We're gonna do some more excitement, more different energy levels, so that we can show you more of those corrections, and we'll get to those a little later on in the day.